welcome to Cooking with Vivi, and we're going to make hummus today. This is for my 6th period English class, so I hope you guys like it. The first ingredient that you're going to need is garbanzo beans. So the second ingredient is cumin. Third is tahini sauce. This kind of makes it hummusy, so yeah, it's good. You need garlic, only 1 clove though. You'll need paprika. You don't need smoked paprika, just normal, and you actually don't need this at all because it's just for show. You need lemon juice. It says fresh, but who uses fresh lemons anymore? And lastly, you need blueberry syrup. I'm just joking. It's actually olive oil. It was just in this blueberry syrup container. Here are our cooked garbanzo beans. As you can see, they are much bigger than the dried ones. And the next step of cooking and making our hummus is to get a food processor. So it's important. And you'll need to get your tahini sauce and stir it really well. You'll also need your lemon juice. So you first want to get 1/4 cup of tahini sauce into your processor. You also need 1/4 cup of lemon juice into your processor, and then whip them up for 1 minute. So I'm going to do that. Here's our 1/4 cup of tahini sauce, and into the food processor it goes. Okay. And our lemon juice, I have this 1/2 cup, so I'm just going to fill it halfway up with lemon juice. And here's our lemon juice, so we'll get 1/4 cup of that. So here we have about 1/4 cup of lemon juice. So into the food processor that goes as well. And we have to whip them together for 1 minute and scrape up from the bottom and whip it for another 30 seconds. 3, 2, 1. And we will wait 1 minute. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so we did it for 1 minute. So now we have to scrape the bottom and do it for another 30 seconds. So let's take the top off and scrape the bottom. So let's put the top back on. And 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, so we blended it the second time for 30 seconds, and it's looking good. So the next part is to add the olive oil, the garlic, the cumin, and 1/2 teaspoon of salt into this tahini with lemon juice. You'll need 2 tablespoons of olive oil, 1 teaspoon of cumin, 1/2 teaspoon of salt, and then the last one is you need your 1 clove of garlic. Make sure that you mince your garlic by cutting it up into little bitty chunks that will stir it better. Minced clove of garlic. So into the food processor it goes. And the next thing we need is our 2 tablespoons of olive oil. So get your tablespoon and your olive oil and the next thing that we need is 1/2 teaspoon of ground cumin. So get your cumin, take your spoon and get your cumin. Joining its friends in the friendly old food processor. The third thing that we need to put in is 1/2 teaspoon of salt. But normal table salt will work. I just have this big container of salt. Okay, into the food processor it goes. And now we have our ingredients that we need in it so far. And we are supposed to process for 30 seconds, then scrape the sides and bottom and process for another 30 seconds or until well blended. 3, 2, 1. Okay, there we go. It has been 30 seconds. And now it's time to scrape the sides and the walls. So let's do that. Okay, there we go. And now let's put back on the top. And 3, 2, 1, go. And stop. So, the next part then are chickpeas. Since I've cooked my own chickpeas, I will not have to rinse or drain them. But if you get canned chickpeas or already cooked chickpeas, you should open them, drain them, and rinse the chickpeas. Then measure out your 1.5 cups of chickpeas and put half of them in for 1 minute. Measure out my 1.5 cups. 1.5 cups of chickpeas. So we need to get about half of these into the food processor. And there is our chickpeas inside of the food processor. We blend them for 1 minute. Now 3, 2, 1, start. Done. And we have gotten the first half of our chickpeas finished. So the next thing that we need to do is add the rest of the chickpeas after scraping the bowl with our spoon. So I finished with scraping it off the sides. So now let's add the rest of these chickpeas and stir it for 1 to 2 minutes or however long it takes. So I'm going to put on the cap now and stir it or cream it for 1 minute at a time until it looks good enough. And after that, we're going to add the water 1 tablespoon at a time until it gets to hummus consistency. 3, 2, 1, go. And that is finished. So let's see how it looks. Now start adding in the water. So I'm going to get a tablespoon and add 1 tablespoon at a time until it seems to be the right hummus consistency. So I have my water, my tablespoon, and my food processor. So whenever it's spinning, I'm going to be adding the water via top thing, which you can take a little majig out, and then there's a hole on the top, which you can put whatever you want it. See, there's our beautiful hummus down there. Now we're going to be adding the water 1 tablespoon at a time into the top thingy-majig. 3, 2, 1. So I'm going to take this out. One tablespoon. So now we need to scrape all the sides off and do it like one more minute. And that should be good. Right now, it is nice and smooth. Very nice and smooth. Maybe I shouldn't have added those last 2 tablespoons of water. It's very, very smooth. So I'm going to taste it now to see how much more salt it needs. It's pretty good. I might add a little, maybe 1/2 teaspoon more salt because it's not super salty. And I'll stir it a little bit more. And then it'll be good, and we can put it in a container, and I'll bring it to you guys. You guys right here. You guys are going to taste it right after this video. So I hope you like it. Here's my 1/2 teaspoon, and into the food processor it goes. I'm not going to need any water anymore, so goodbye water. Whenever I tasted it, it tasted a little bit gritty, so I'm going to process it a couple more times, maybe for an enormous amount of time, 5 whole minutes. But just to get it smoother and prettier. So I'm going to process it in 3, 2, 1. Get ready for your eardrums to die one last time. Done. So we're going to take it out of the pulverizer with this spatula and spoon it into this thing, which you guys have seen by now. If not, then this is what the hummus is going to be in. Okay, here is our finished hummus, and the last step is to make it look pretty, and you guessed it, we're using the paprika that you don't need to be smoked, but is anyways. So, just open it up and put some on top. Boop, 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 boop. Boom, prettiness, isn't it beautiful? It's so beautiful. You can also take some olive oil and put it on the top, and that'll make it pretty too. Ta-da! Beautifulness. It's beautiful, and this is what you guys might be seeing tomorrow. So yeah, today, because you're watching this video now, and I'm making this video yesterday. So that's hummus. Yay! I hope you like this, Mr. Rosses.